There's a lot of swamp in this movie. So Darth Vader and the bad guys are looking for Luke Skywalker and the good guys, as usual. Turns out that Luke and his friends are on Hoth, which is a snow and ice planet. I wonder what they do for fun on the ice planet. You probably wouldn't want to go outside and hang out because it's really cold. I'm from Planet X originally, and where I used to live, there wasn't a whole lot of snow. Sometimes on Earth, you guys get a lot. And then it's really chilly all the time and you don't want to go outside. But you gotta go outside sometimes in order to meet a nice lady or a nice guy, depending on what you're into, and get to know each other and fall in love and do things that are not for kids and have kids after that. Hard to do that if it's negative 28 degrees all the time. Anyway, Luke is scouting around and gets himself into trouble, and while he gets too chilly, Luke has a vision from Obi-Wan's ghost. Luke is like, what the heck? Why is my teacher a ghost now? Ghost Obi-Wan says you need to go to this swamp planet called Dagobah and train with Master Yoda, who is a really powerful Jedi. Luckily, Han Solo finds Luke and saves him. If I'm Luke and I'm about to freeze to death, suddenly going to a swamp planet sounds pretty good. Then, for some reason, they have the big battle sequence in the beginning of the movie instead of at the end of the movie. It's kind of cool, honestly, something different. It gets all exciting right away and gives you the rest of the movie to enjoy the story, so you're not checking your watch and being like, okay, this is cool and all, but we need to get to the pew pew kablamo. The life of a dinosaur is busy after all. Wait, you guys aren't dinosaurs. Maybe you're okay to spend 4 hours watching a movie, or maybe I'm just impatient. Anyway, the Empire's army is pretty tough, so the rebels have to run away. Han Solo, Princess Leia, the robot, and the family dog all get on the Solo-mobile and fly away. But the hyperdrive breaks, so they can't go super fast. They hide in an asteroid field, and Han Solo and the princess start to get real cozy. Meanwhile, Luke Skywalker and R2-D2 go to the swamp planet and meet Master Yoda. Turns out Yoda is a little green dude, kinda like a gremlin. Hey, wait a minute, gremlins came later. Maybe gremlins are all like non-green Yodas. Makes you think. Yoda trains Luke to learn the ways of the Force and to try and resist the dark side of the Force. They talk about it in a lot of woo-woo terms, so for normal people it means the regular Force is good and the dark side is bad. Luke is having a hard time using the Force though, because he's all emotional and stuff. It makes sense, honestly. There's a war going on, and his other teacher died recently, and he's in a swamp. Luke has a lot on his plate. Eventually, Luke has a bad dream about his friends being in trouble, so he leaves his training early to go after them. Yoda is upset, but Luke takes his ship and leaves the swamp planet. Han Solo and Princess Leia and the robot and family dog go to a place called Cloud City, which is a city in the clouds, of course. They meet Han's friend Lando Calrissian, who smiles a lot and flirts with Princess Leia, but it all turns out to be a trap from Darth Vader, who's just hanging out there waiting with this bounty hunter named Boba Fett. Han Solo and Princess Leia are captured. Darth Vader has Han frozen in carbonite, but first Princess Leia tells Han that she loves him. Lando frees Princess Leia and the dog, but they're not able to stop Boba Fett, and he's taking Han to sell to Jabba the Hutt, who's not in this movie. Meanwhile, Luke Skywalker shows up and fights Darth Vader with his lightsaber. Darth Vader is better than him at lightsabering though. He chops Luke's hand off and tells Luke he's his father. I think Luke Skywalker is going to need to talk to someone after all of this. He's having performance issues with his Jedi stuff because he's all stressed out about the war and his friends being in danger, and then he goes to talk with his father about it and Daddy chops his hand off. Poor Luke just can't catch a break. This movie is really exciting and dramatic and stuff, but the main character ditches school and gets his hand chopped off by his dad, which is really disturbing, so this movie is not for kids.